What's up, everybody? Welcome to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today is, wait a minute, it's Women Rock Wednesday. Women Rock Wednesday. I can't wait to get this date. To go on. Let me share the show right now. Let me get that smoking. All you people that on Facebook, sometimes it'll pop in. They still working on it. They tell me they're working on it. Sometimes it'll pop in and it'll pop out. But we can't sit and worry about it. Just come over to YouTube. It's all right. YouTube is cool too. It's all right to YouTube, but I'm sharing it over there. And if it an event that it cut off, I'm gonna share the link over to YouTube also. But it's a great that I see you there. I see you there. Share the show. Let me get to sharing this show right now. I'm sorry. Let me share it. Let me share it. Share it. Did I share it once already? I don't know. I don't know. Let me see. Let me. I'm sharing this show right. Hold on. That's me talking. But I'm gonna share it again. I'm gonna share it with my groups. I hope everybody. Oh, my girl is in the building. Miss Belinda, what's going on? We can start. I can start the show when I see a woman show up. Y'all, that's Naomi Osaka right there. Y'all know she my woman that rocks the day. Cause I like how these people that she got these folks mad around the world. I love it. I love it because she's being unapologetically her. I can't wait to talk about that in a few minutes. Let's see. Let me get over to YouTube. Let me get over to YouTube and get to sharing over there. Just give me a second, and I'm gonna get this thing cranked up. Man, I am excited. I'm excited. I'm excited about the day. We're gonna get some stuff done today. It's gonna be unique. Um, I'm gonna always try to give you something that I just want you to go away with one thing. I know I'm giving you all of this 120 minutes, but man, let me tell you something. I want you to just take one thing you can take and share with somebody. Say, you know what? You know, shout out to Belinda. She said, Robert, I was working yesterday. I couldn't watch the show, but I watched it last night. And guess what? She must have heard something last night. But it's so unique. I think I shared it with everybody. Think I have. Think I have. Think I have. Really think I have. It's just so much stuff. I don't know where I want to. Some days, Belinda, I come in here. Dara Anderson. Sometimes, if y'all ever wondered, uh, Brandon Weef, have you ever wondered, how do this guy do this? Sometimes, I'm telling you, I just keep going, right? I just keep going. But my partners and my friends and my family, they be saying, Robert, how do every single day you come up with something original, you come up with something daring, look at my Facebook page already done conked out on me. Hold on, let me send a note over there to them people. Let me send a note on my personal one on Facebook. Man, I just can't. I don't know what they're doing. I can't explain. I can't explain it. I'm just gonna send a message to tell y'all to come to YouTube. Okay, all right. That's all I can do. If y'all know, if I could fix that thing over there, Brandon Weefall, it'll be fixed. Everybody should know that. If Robert Hatter could fix it, it would be fixed. I don't know. It's just, and it seemed to be something simple, but I don't know because it comes on and it plays, and then it just said, "Okay, I'm gonna shut off." At any time, no warning. They just give me that thing up there, it pops up there, and ain't nothing I can do about it. Ain't Nathan, Nathan, I can do about it. But you know what? I ain't mad about it. I just got to keep. We got to keep pushing on. I done posted on. Now they should know where we are. But I mean, do y'all ever wonder what did this boy be? What be happening? How do these gentlemen just come on this show every day? It's unique. It's different. It's not like another show. Um, I mean, I be one, you know, I watch these other shows and I take a look at them. Um, um, I take a look at them. Um, I just think about it. It's Women Rock Wednesday. Got Naomi Osaka right here. Um, I was thinking about something, right? Because I always talk, hold on, let me send another message called the Chop Shop Facebook page is came off now. Let me send another message to them. See, y'all, if these folks get this stuff right, I won't have to do this. If they get it right, Robert Hanna don't have to do all of this, man. I don't have to do all of this. So I'm over here now, posting over there. Oh my God, they got me. See, it's just too much work. It's too much work for me. But for y'all, I do it. It's just too much work. Now I got to go over here and let the people know. So now we all YouTube today. We all YouTube. I ain't got to worry about them. I ain't got to worry about it. If they don't want to come over here, y'all know how I feel. But I was thinking about something. How we need to teach the very books they're banning in this school, in our school. And if we can do that, we can change our world in a very powerful and tangible fashion. It's a lot of stuff our kids don't know. It's a lot of stuff our grown folks don't know. Because if they don't know nothing and they teach their kids what they know, then don't nobody know nothing. I even let you say what you want on this show. I let you say whatever you want on this show. I have never, ever told anybody what they can and cannot say on it. Now I'm going to challenge you. And Daryl Anderson, you know this, Baby K. This is why we need to share the show. This show should be shared right now because it's going to be powerful right now. I let you say, Eric, y'all might be nervous to say something. If I was y'all, see, I wish I was y'all and had a guy like me. I would challenge Robert Hatter every single day. Cause if I don't have the answer, I'm gonna go get the answer for you. I repeat, I let you say what you want on this show. And I'm trying to guide you to bring out your best. Tease what they believe. You want to give them space to surrender to a larger moment and purpose that illuminates the context for everybody. Eric, see, I want to be clear and be able to break it down. Eric, that's what I try to do, Eric. What do we do in this moment? Y'all been watching the news? This little girl can't have a party with a group of her friends without people having something to say about it. Eric, I got to put that on the screen. You said, I got you working on stuff you almost gave up on. Man, let me give me some water on that one. God. Ladies and gentlemen, Eric making that testimony. Don't y'all know I can go sit down in the corner somewhere? Think about what I'm gonna put it back up there. Let me get everything. Let me get everything settled here, Eric. I ain't got everything. If I can find my cursor. Cause you just hit something. You starting some you finna crank some stuff up. Where's my cursor? It's hiding. There it go. There it go. I want to go right here. Eric. Eric, you just said something. Let me see, can I put it on the bottom, man? You said a couple of things, right? Put that up there. I'm gonna put that up there for a minute. I love how you test me, bro. It's like hooping with a point guard that be on me. That's what I did. Thank for using that analogy. Let me go over here. Let me get this back. Let me get this back right. Let me get this back. I'm so excited about what I'm about to share with y'all. Where it? Okay, there you go. There you go. There you go. I got to have Naomi on all my stuff. Then Eric, you came back and said, man, you got me working on stuff I almost gave up on. Listen, if I say nothing else to nobody else, I got one man. I helped one guy work on some stuff he almost gave up on. Go throughout your life. Everybody on this feed should be moving like that. Everybody should be moving like that. And guess how Eric learned about the Chop Shop? Through another person named Thaddeus Moody. I got two very accomplished, smart men saying, Hatter, Eric and I share our weekly thoughts on what you bring to the table. This ain't me saying this. This platform, it ain't me. It's this platform. Because if we don't have this platform, I wouldn't do this. That's why I said we need more people. I need 1 million Thad and Eric Harrisons. I need 1 million big coaches. I need 1 million. I need y'all, Brandon Wheatfall. And need 1 million Belinda Johnakins. Because if I had y'all, other people would be understand. We would have other people not giving up on things that they put aside. Golly. See, I try to break this thing. I try to break this down. And I want to try to, that's what I be trying to do. I just try to break this stuff down. What do we do in this moment? Yo, I'm telling you, I really be just needling you. I'm gonna talk stuff up. I might look like I'm mad, but y'all, I promise you, on the inside, I got to be one of the most joyful guys in the world. And it's not about simple pop culture or anything like that. We're just figures in pop culture. We address it, pop culture. That's important because that's where a lot of people live. We live by analogy and metaphor. It's like this, as the Real Housewives. Or it's like this, what we doing on TikTok. So we have to take these things seriously. Because I know people watch the Real Housewives. I know people on TikTok. That's why they can't get to this show. I know. I don't be mad. But all I ask you to do is introduce it to them. Introduce it. Excuse me. Introduce it. Like Dad did to Eric. Brandon Weefo, how did you come? Big Coach, how did you find out about the Chop Shop? Darrell Anderson, you've been around so long. Belinda, how did you find out? It's not fair that your other friends, Belinda, it's not fair that your other friends ain't watching it. Or it's not fair to them. It's all right with me. At the same time, y'all, we have to say, at the end of the day, what do we do with algorithms? What do we do with social media? This social media. What do we do with the Chop Shop? It's Women Rock Wednesday. Every woman in the world should be watching this show. Because I'm celebrating who today? Women. We begin to formulate ideas and principles on this show that allows ordinary citizens to have a sense of how much power possesses. The things they have to do and what the agenda is for their daily lives. Just bring him one time. If you don't like it, it ain't for him. Don't. Just bring him one time and say, listen, yo, this ain't for everybody. I'm going to help you out now. But we got so many people, we ain't got to worry about everybody. We have to let the left hand know what the right hand is doing. Because there are needs, y'all. There is a need. I'm trying to put that in because there is going to be a need. I'll put it like that. I was telling people, over the next 4 years, we're going to need 300,000 plumbers. There's going to be a need for 275,000 HVAC in the next 2 years, air conditioning workers. And we don't have anybody in position to be able to do it. And they making a lot of money. Watch this. With no student loans. See, I've given y'all this analogy before. That is Moody Pride. I know he know. We need W.B. Du Bois and Du Bois, and we need Booker T. Washington too. Booker T in terms of set down and repair where you are. The practicability of capital. And that's extremely important. But Du Bois, he wants to take care of the education agenda. Yo, we can do both. We need both. Not either or. And I know. It had a great basketball game on last night. I guess it was great for the referees. And we're going to talk about them. I got them in my notes. But when Eric said something in the beginning, y'all know I have to address it. We don't need to look down our nose on people who actually make a living. Many of you in the black middle class and the upper class rode that elevator and escalators up based upon the capital procured by the people who were tradesmen and the women in our community. So don't get it twisted. Doing the hard work with your degreed self. And man, so I found out a lot about the Chop Shop from being at Fondy. Oh, I have shared the show. I know y'all share. Believe you me, this ain't no indictment of y'all. I just want people to reach. I'm just telling you some stuff right now that you probably ain't never heard of before. Anytime somebody telling me stuff I ain't never heard of before, y'all know I'm taking notes. Men and women who choose not to go to higher education, don't look down on them. We have space and a place for them to learn and do something with it. Do y'all know what rich white guys dropped out of college? Did Mark Zuckerberg finish Harvard? No. Did Steve Jobs finish? No. Did Bill Gates finish? No. They all dropped out. But they dropped out of Harvard. But the point is that they pursued their dreams and their ambitions. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know who I'm talking to. Big Coach, I'm talking to the next generation. Big Coach, this is the stuff you need to be telling these young men you around and you coaching. Said, look, son, I'm trying to help you pursue your dreams and your ambitions. You have to open up some space for ordinary citizens who are working class, for others who make choices about trades to allow them to exist in this same world. Don't look down. Only a small percentage of Americans are college educated. It's a very small percentage. So that means the rest of the world can't be dissed and dismissed. In our communities, we have to embrace them. What is the future of the HBCUs? I got people that, you know what's so weird to me? Ladies and gentlemen, and I hate I have to say this, because a partner of mine called me yesterday. Man, you still working over there at TSU? I said, I never worked for TSU. I am a contractor with KTSU to broadcast their basketball teams. I am not on the payroll. I don't have a ID to get in. But people know you, but they don't know you. You feel me? I didn't get mad. I don't work there. What's the future of HBCUs? We've already been through what we come through. Ladies and gentlemen, it's all right to visit the graveyard, but you ain't got no business making it your address. Can't get caught up in that mess. When we think about where we are as a people, I got to talk about that, and struggling to find our own footing in the midst of our culture. We got to remember, we built these institutions. We built them, HBCUs. We built them when we had nothing in the bank. Gosh, that's good. We built them when we just had vision and imagination. No money in the bank, just vision and imagination. And we leverage the vision and the imagination against what they could do to us. Howard Thurman said, refuse the temptation to scale your dreams to the event which is to your immediate experience. Don't scale your dreams to where you at. This thing you're confronting now cannot exhaust the infinite possibilities that he put in there. Just God, he just put in you. Our slave foreparents imagined a different world. They were enslaved, but they began imagining something beyond that. And if they can do that with the little that they had, how the hell we worry about a bunch of Project 2025 and a clown in the White House? With these great institutions that we have, we got 100 or so of them. We have to remember that sometime. Unless God has resigned, y'all, I think he's still in charge. Either you believe what you said all them years when it was convenient to say it, now you need it. Y'all, you remember, we don't need a spare tire, what? Until the car break down. So the car break down, do you have a spare tire? God damn, Robert. And is that spare tire the kind of faith, the kind of hope, the kind of belief that you can claim that's the basis of your being? People were talking to me the other day, and I had to share with you. I just had to tell them, God didn't put nobody in office, Mr. Evangelical preachers. That says God's man, talking about Trump. Voters did. All God does is give you principles. Justice, mercy, kindness, compassion. It's all up to us, Eric. What will we do? As bad as these people are, they are not worse than what we've seen. When I'm talking like this, I know a bunch of y'all on here saying, well, you know, I want to talk about, I know, but it's some people be calling me and they feel it's hopeless. And I'm getting more happy about it. As bad as these people are, y'all know what I mean by these people. They are not the worst that we have seen. We got to vote. See what them people in South Carolina did the other day. Oh, did I find them South Carolina people? Oh, no, I did not. Where my South Carolina people at? Watch them.
When a people are taught to forget their past, someone else gets to decide their future. Memory is a form of resistance. There comes a moment when knowing the truth isn't enough. That's when a people must decide, will they act or remain controlled? Every oppressed people reaches a breaking point. When patience runs out, determination takes its place.
Them folks in South Carolina wasn't playing this weekend. Houstonians, I am disappointed. We got it too easy. I know some of us live in Manville, Pearland. Man, I know. But go and mobilize the people. You know some people live in these districts. When I think about what Kamala Harris was up against, that man in that last election, do you actually think anything like we see going on would occur? A lot of people said they ain't no difference in between them. That broke my heart. The party's about the same. That's what some people were saying. They saying it now. Hold up. One bird, two wings. Voting is still, man, a critical means to exercise democratic energy. Vote is critical. People died for it. And I know people said, don't tell young people what was the price to be paid. I know, don't tell young people what was the price to be paid, because there are some issues that are involved right now. It's not just about the past, it's about the present. But at the end of the day, people shed blood for the right, and you ought to remember it. I couldn't be on this thing if Joe Madison and all of those guys that came before me, Don Sams, all of the traditional radio. This is a form of radio. They call it podcast. This is Black Talk Radio. I call this Black Talk Landia, where we uphold the standards of the black. That's how we got our news. That's how we got our information a long time ago. People shed blood for that. Don't live in the United States of amnesia. I'm done. I'm done. Let me go. I was thinking about the NBA last night. Let me get to it here. Yeah, sometime y'all, this stuff get heavy. Now y'all see, I have to give y'all some stuff like that sometime, just to know that that's where my mind be at, y'all. Sometime I'm serious. It's cause I love my people. Man, so I'm using that. but but it's the reason I said that though, man. Hold up, man. Boy, you something. I can't believe you mess with me like that. uh no. Yeah, it's very easy to get distracted. But back to the NBA a little bit, because I want to talk. Listen. I like sports too. I like it. I saw a game last night. I ain't like that game last night. I ain't like it was played. Y'all know I love Wemby, but I just didn't like the way the game was played. The NBA isn't rigged. I have to tell you this because I've been around this game for a long time, and I would have I could have picked out some of the rig stuff. Um, OKC is the culmination of the league never taking flopping serious. Barry, this is a result of the league turning a blind eye to the biggest problem with the game for so many years. I don't remember Robert Hatter. I don't blame SGA. Barry McDonald, he had 30 points on 6 made shots. That's efficient as hell. But 6 made shots. But I think he had 17 shots though. Hold up. I think he had 17 shots. I think, if my memory serves. What is that? Damn, 19 shots. 30 points on 19 shots. That ain't bad. He was 7 of 19. 16 of 17 from the field. Y'all talk to me. Generational whistle now. Generational whistle. Ladies and gentlemen, some of these calls are wild to me. If Steph Curry had this kind of whistle, yes, I mentioned my boy's name, he'd have 7 championships right now. Easy. I know he's not a Nike kid. He was a Nike kid in the beginning, but that level of grabbing and fouling the NBA has allowed teams to get away with against Curry is unprecedented when you see this SGA stuff. Why are they protecting him? Can somebody give me something? Listen, I'm asking y'all. Everybody on the feed right now, give a thumbs up. Everybody, give me a thumbs up. We on the feed. Give me a thumbs up. Everybody, get the show a thumbs up. Reason you give a thumbs up, the algorithms will they'll send an algorithm to the people, and the people will send you more shows like this. It's to help you. In his prime, Steph might have averaged 40 points a game if he was given a fair whistle. A fair whistle. Without the added dramatics, not even necessary. Just give him a fair whistle. Boy, I love how y'all get that thumbs up. Boy, I love y'all. That's why I love the show. Y'all talk to me. If y'all don't agree, help me. There are so many clips of Stephen Curry getting the Roman Reigns speared when he hit a 3. He had to protect himself. I've been saying this forever about Steph Curry. He was being mugged every time down the floor, and you can't even breathe on SGA, and it's a free throw. Somebody just explain to me why. I didn't even like it when James Harden used to do it. Y'all, we got to talk about that. Nobody got no ideas. Okay. Supreme Court on Tuesday. The Supreme Court. Let me go. The Supreme Court. That Supreme Court. Watch this. On Tuesday, refused to intervene in the discrimination lawsuit led by former Miami Dolphins head coach Brian Flores against the NFL, allowing the case to proceed toward trial. Wow. We won't talk about that. Oh, everything I'm doing now, I'm just teasing. Man, share the show, man. We need to be talking about this. Watch this. Got another one. Y'all know I don't say this much, but uh, I ain't never lacked. I don't dislike him, but I ain't never just liked Tony Dungy. Man, I always thought something wasn't right about him. Met him, been around him. I've been 30 years in this business. I never liked him. I never, you notice I ain't never come on here and Tony Dungy this, Tony Dungy this. I might talk about Mike Tomlin. I might talk about some other coach, but I ain't never talk about this coach. Something about him I didn't like. Y'all hear me? Just something about it. And then he go endorse Michelle Tafoya for USA Senate. A massive endorsement from one of the pro-life movement's biggest voices. He said it's time to unify behind the only candidate who can win in November. I think he's a damn fool for endorsing Michelle Tafoya. Being a sideline reporter is not the qualifications needed for the job. Her candidacy is a joke. Y'all, let me tell you something. These folks that are reality star vote him to be the president. Y'all, the U.S. Senate, I told y'all, ain't but two of them from each state. I'm still looking. Montana, North Dakota, and Wyoming, and all them damn states that ain't got no damn body in there, and they got 2 senators, just like everybody else got 2 senators, and we got millions of people. I still don't think that's fair. That's the problem, ladies and gentlemen, with the Electoral College. If y'all keep, cause y'all don't be, people be talking about the Electoral College. That's the problem I have with it. They get 2 representatives from each one of these states. It ain't got nobody in the mother. DC, and they don't have no votes, got more people than Wyoming and Idaho and Montana. Something about this, y'all, this stuff ain't right. So it's Women Rock wins. I got to talk about my girl, the one who's behind me. I looked and saw mom and dad. Let me see. Hold on. Here you go. Hold on. Okay. So mom and dad. I won't let you see. She's 27 years old. Mama 53, daddy 57. Show you where she come from. Strong black man and put it in his daughter, who she is. Black, Japanese queen. But unapologetically representing blackness in the face of the world. Because she understands that the world view her as black, especially the tennis world. She didn't do the Tiger Woods and disown her black heritage. She represented both of her heritages supremely. Yo, it's a lot of kids around here with mixed race. But that girl know how people see her. She steps on the court. Her first round matches. She's a fashion statement every time. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Let me show you how let me show you how she come on the court looking like that, they be mad. Hold up. I'm not done. She come on the court like this and they be mad. Let me see so y'all can see the whole body. So y'all can see the whole body yaddy. You feel me? Belinda, are you listening to me? She steps on the court like this. Then she come in there like that. They be saying, whoa. They be mad. Hold up. Then she come in there like that. And people are mad because she had a party and she invited she wanted to celebrate what we're doing in the game of tennis. She's seen them other people have their parties all the time. She just wanted to have her party where her folks was at. They had, do y'all get mad when, how many of y'all been invited to Mar-a-Lago? I wouldn't go if I was invited. That's their party. I ain't finna. How many of y'all have been to the Masters? That's their party. Go watch every golf tournament every weekend. Go look. I look in the stands. I go sometimes. The Houston Open. Go look. It's all right when it's all of them there. They always ignore the history part. Ladies and gentlemen, white people had white-only schools, white restaurants, white neighborhoods, white water fountains, hospitals, colleges, clubs, beaches. An entire system built to exclude black people for generations, backed by laws, violence, and discrimination. When a black person creating a safe space for ourselves, Chop Shop, it's a safe space. After centuries of being excluded, y'all should be proud to have a show like the Chop Shop. I would walk around like, that's my show. That's Eric Harrison's show. This is Belinda's show. This ain't Robert Hatter, Jimmy Hicks show. This Barry McDonald's show. This Brandon Wheatfall's show. Y'all follow me? This Big Coach show. This ain't Rob. I don't. But you're not. I can tell you're not taking ownership of it. Hold on a second. I can tell. Oh, take ownership. I wonder how many comments I'm gonna get on that one. Black people creating safe spaces for ourselves after a century of being excluded is not the same thing as segregation. One is about oppression and denying people's humanity. The other is about community, culture, and being around people who share similar experiences. Wow. Unbelievable. Is anybody out there? Is my mic on? Testing, 1, 2, 3. I gotta make sure the mic on. Cause it bothers me. When y'all sit over there and don't say nothing. You can't, listen, all you people who critiquing her, you can't spend hundreds of years excluding black people from everything, then suddenly act confused or offended when black people create spaces for themselves. Those are not equal comparisons at all. And this one of them. Imagine the number one tennis player in the world, Ariana Sabalenka, held a segregated dinner party for only white players with John McEnroe in attendance. She would be forced to apologize. Tennis Channel, ESPN would make statements and condemn it, and McEnroe would be suspended or fired. This was somebody tweeted. So why is a segregated blacks only dinner party hosted by Naomi Osaka and Chris Eubank in attendance is okay? You can't have it both ways. This was somebody said. Then they put PS. There's never been a white-only party hosted by white player in professional tennis, as Osaka claims. She'd never be able to prove that. Y'all talk to me. Y'all ain't talking. I be nervous when y'all ain't saying that. I be nervous. I can't believe y'all ain't got nothing to say about this. Boy, I can't believe it. That scares me. That scares me. A sister put on her all-black party for black tennis players in Paris, and folks went crazy. They can have separate parties all day long. Do me a favor. Go to the golf course one day and go to the corporate tents where you are invited. See, man, how many people look like your black ass up there. Ladies and gentlemen, she gave a dinner to celebrate her people. And some of these people are acting like she burned down women to the ground. Black athletes building community in a sport that has historically isolated them is not controversial. Mind your damn business and let people enjoy themselves. This young girl has mastered the art of leveraging fashion to make her Grand Slam appearances beautiful. And you want to be mad at her? No, not on my watch. Before I get on Jackson Dart and Boomer Esiason. This is what Boomer Esiason said about it. Because all of this is interlocked. All of this is intertwined. Boomer Esiason.
This was a real error on the part of Abdul Carter, not on the part of Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart was asked to do something to introduce the president of the United States. How many people get an opportunity to do something like that, regardless of who the president is? You may not like, you may have hated Barack Obama. You may have hated Joe Biden. And some guys didn't want to go to the White House because they didn't like those presidents, just like other guys didn't want to go to the White House because they didn't like President Trump. But to put this out like a child on social media is ridiculous. And then when I heard, we spoke man to man. Yeah, there was only one man on that call, and that was Jackson Dart. You were a man who was late to meetings. You were a man who didn't live up to your draft choice. You're a man who wanted to wear number 56. And by the way, your idol, number 56, has introduced Donald Trump numerous times. So I don't want to hear this. So,
man, first of all, why are you talking about this man missing meetings? Why are you going at this young man, this bonus of size? If I didn't, man, F you and the cow you rode to town on. Kid ain't saying nothing about your old wrinkled up ass. You trumper. He late for meetings. He's a child. Only one man. Hell, you child, you'll beat your behind. Norman Boomer Esiason going at Abdul Carter. And not the person supporting the very unpopular, unprecedented, convicted felon, pedophile.
he made another just boneheaded error by going to social media. This was a real...
Not gonna let it happen. Not gonna let it happen, Ricky Scott. I'm gonna be loud and clear. Abdul Carter is getting more crap from this than Steve Tesh, one of the owners of the New York Giants, did for emailing Jeffrey Epstein directly, asking about, man, where can I get some working girls? Keep telling y'all, just because my young brothers who going to these schools, just because your teammates celebrate with you on the field don't mean he respects and values you off the field. My young brothers out here in these streets. Just because you're cool and y'all know what time it is. Where my man at? I got to talk about my man. It's 1 o'clock. Hold on.
Yeah, so, 713 call Joe. If you been injured, Joe Steven Law Firm. 713 call Joe. Call Rick, truck Rick, let Joe confirm. 713 call Joe. Need a pro on the K, let Joe take over.
What's up, Houston? This is Attorney Joe Stevens. I'm a former Houston Rocket with over 20 years of experience in the insurance industry and a decade of experience in the courtroom. I know how insurance companies operate, and I know how to fight back.
713 call Joe. 713 call Joe.
This Jackson Dart thing, this Abdul Carter thing, it's not some cooked up narrative. Instead, it's a peek behind the curtain of how locker rooms are functioning in the Trump era. Because just like the rest of us, the NFL space can be politically divided. Don't get it twisted. And no, I do not expect Jackson Dart, being a pro-Trumper, or Abdul Carter checking his quarterback publicly. to be an issue in the locker room. I don't expect it because people going to play. You got to do your job. Listen, players play alongside guys, well, listen to me, who have been accused of committing criminal acts. They play for owners who are Trump supporters. And I'm sure most locker rooms have MAGA supporters. You got some of your friends and you hanging out with. Hang out and drink with you every weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't do it. I'm going to ask their ass. And I'm going to watch how they do. Now, when they go in the voting booth, I can't stop them. But I'm going to watch. And I shouldn't. Guess what? So guess what? If I even think about it, I'm staying clear of them. Boom. Because I told you, the average NFL career ain't but 3 to 5 years. Most players care about their check, man. Thank you, Fred. I know where you at out there, but I just be wanting to know what y'all be thinking. Because I know I say a lot, but I want to hear how y'all think. When this beautiful black woman, all she want to do is say, Belinda, come on. Oh, we the only one here in Paris. Ricky Stott, come on. Daddy Moody, come on. Eric Boone, come on, man. And y'all got to realize, Gael Monfils, the French guy, his wife is white, Russian. I know he brought his wife. Nobody gonna ever say that. Ain't nobody, unless it was just him came by himself, I know he brought his wife. So it was not a black owned, it was, Fred, I'm watching. Y'all, I'm just going down my list to see where I want to go. This Brian Flores thing, though. I know everybody was thinking, I know people. I was all in. Harold Tillman watching the Chop Shop on the Royal Caribbean, headed to the Bahamas. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh, I love this kind of stuff right here. Hold on, man. Hold on. Let me get something from a man. Hold on. This. Harold Tillman. The next time you do this, make sure you hook up with Daryl Anderson because his wife, Tony, she booked cruises like that. So make sure, in case you didn't know, to hook up with her. She's been doing this a long time, and she makes sure. If you need some help with getting together, and I know you're on a cruise, and be careful out there, and enjoy yourself. Oh my God, that man going to the Bahamas. God, I love it. I ain't gonna lie, I like the Bahamas. And somebody should say, I wonder why he liked the Bahamas. I like the Bahamas. But let me keep going. But this Brian, I know Kevin Freeman, remember? Kevin Freeman, when I came on here talking about this Brian Flores stuff, people just dismissed it. I said he had a case. Everybody, we just see. Well, our ass can see. When the Supreme Court, hold on, who Trump controls, and he's on, listen to this, and the owners control Trump, I thought they did. They sucked him off. They what they call it, they glazes him. But the Supreme Court on Tuesday refused to intervene in the discrimination lawsuit led by former Miami Dolphins head coach Brian Flores against the NFL. if it went this far, this man got something on these rotten ass owners. Freight, allowing the case to proceed toward trial, the justices, they rebuffed an appeal from the league, which wanted the case to be handled through an arbitration process rather than an open court in New York. They wanted Roger Goodell, who they control, who they pay, who they give a jet to preside over it in arbitration. Justice sorry ass Brett Kavanaugh, the rapist, raped his college student, a former college student, and they grilled his ass about it, and they still let him be a justice. In his dissent from the decision not to hear the case, Flores, who is black, sued the league and 3 teams in February of 2022. That's when I told y'all he got something. Alleging the league is rife with racism. Regarding its hiring processes when it comes to black coaches. He later joined in the lawsuit by fellow black coaches, Steve Wilkes, Ray Horton, Flores, who was fired by the Dolphins shortly before the suit was filed, is now, he got a suit against him in the Minnesota Vikings. He the best defensive coach in the league right now. He they this defensive coordinator. That man still getting a check from the people. We must got something on their ass, y'all. Are y'all listening to me? Hold up. He's suing the NFL, and he worked for the NFL. He worked for the Minnesota. The owner for Minnesota said, my name West, I ain't in that mess. Y'all ain't finna get me. The NFL has argued that Flores should go through arbitration rather than the legal system. But the lower courts have sided with Flores. The league said it respected the Supreme Court decision, which allows the lower court's rulings to stay in place. And they said they fully prepared to defend ourselves as this matter proceeds. The NFL must now accept that its commissioner cannot be the arbitrator over discrimination claims against the league and its teams. That can never happen again because of this ruling. We look forward to litigating these claims in court. They said it in a statement. Flores was fired after posting a 24-25 record over 3 years. Y'all, he said he wanted the bench tour. And them folks said, oh, we got to get his ass out of here. I don't want this sorry ass quarterback. That's what he said. And if y'all noticed, Tua can't play dead in the Tarzan movie right now. The Dolphins had back-to-back winning season before Flores was dismissed. Hold up, y'all. All you Texans, where all you Texans fans who run y'all ass out there? I ain't been to a Texans game since this. Flores sued the NFL as well as the Denver Broncos, the New York Giants, and the redneck-ass Houston Texans. I know you man Rabbit, they love the Texans. I don't care. He interviewed with the Broncos in 2019 and the Giants and the Texans in 2022, Wilkes said. Excuse me, I'm talking about Wilkes, who was fired as the New York Jets defensive coordinator in December, joined the lawsuit by claiming that the Arizona Cardinals in 2018 hired him as a bridge coach, promoting him to the interim coach after they fired another coach, but then passing over him for the full-time role. He said the Cardinals didn't provide him a realistic chance to succeed. Horton, who last coached in the NFL in 2019, alleged the Tennessee Titans, with they riding ass, did offer him a genuine interview for a head coaching job in 2016. Nobody comment, okay? Because I said something about you in Houston, Texas. Okay. Y'all know I don't care. I'm going to leave that one. I'm going to leave that one alone. Y'all, this is getting good. But shout out South Carolina. Them South Carolina redneck ass Republicans. Quick, let's eliminate one black district before anybody catches on. Because we had the ruling. But them black South Carolina voters said, hold my beer.
When the people are taught to forget their past, someone else gets to decide their future. Memory is a form of resistance. There comes a moment when knowing the truth isn't enough. That's when a people must decide, will they act or remain controlled? Every oppressed people reaches a breaking point when patience runs out.
Will you act or will you remain controlled? Love Malcolm X.
Determination takes its place. When the people are taught to forget their past,
Don't ever forget your past. Oh, we got to hear that. Let's hold up. We got to break that down. Hold on.
when the people are taught to forget their past, someone else gets to decide their future.
Did y'all hear what that man just said? Tell me who heard it. Let me know who heard that. Anybody? Tell me who heard that. Let me repeat that one more time. I like that one.
Someone else gets to decide their future. When the people are taught to forget their past, someone else gets to decide their future.
I wish a person would tell me to forget my past. Belinda, get over that, forget. I remember what your riding ass did to me. Rick.
Memory is a form of resistance.
Memory, I just said this on this show, is a form of resistance. Hold up. Let me see when I said that. Let me put that in my notes. I done said that somewhere, y'all. Let me go to my notes. Memory is a form of resistance. Watch this. Memory is a form of resist. Wow. Let me see. I know I got it in here somewhere. Don't do me like that. Put too many damn words in there. Hold up, y'all. I know I got that. I got to keep going. Somebody said it. I love it. Wait a minute. It's in here somewhere. God, don't do me like that. Got too many damn, boy, y'all, oh my God. Too many of them words. I'll leave it. I get it for y'all. But I was just thinking about that. Let him finish.
There comes a moment when knowing the truth isn't enough. That's when a people must decide, will they act or remain controlled? Every oppressed mass people reaches a breaking point, when patience runs out, determination takes its place.
Wow. 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 Ladies and gentlemen, explain to me Texas, talking to us. And I know y'all, it ain't y'all, but in the GOP Senate primary, Ken Paxton, he beat John Cornyn. Both of them ain't no good, right? But Ken Paxton, y'all help me with this one now. Y'all help me with this one, y'all, because y'all are always talking about us. He was impeached by his own party for corruption. Do that remind you of somebody? He paid $300 to settle his felony fraud charges. He had extramarital affairs. He's under edge of investigation for mortgage fraud. He stole a $1,000 pen from another lawyer. He done picked up the man's pen and stole it. Y'all. He was sued for firing whistleblowers. And that's y'all candidate. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. All you people, I don't know how it's gonna go out, but got kids going to college soon. I got kids already in college. There's a bipartisan college sports bill. Is expected to be introduced in a few days. The bill is expected to include limited antitrust exemptions, the transfer portal restrictions, and a hard enforceable salary cap on players. The bipartisan bill, Ted Cruz riding ass got something to do with it. And Maria Cantrell, that's why they call it bipartisan, because the Democrat working on it. But some of these folks just ain't worth 40 head flies. It's expected to be introduced within a few days. The language for the bill is being finalized and is now moving through the introduction process. The bill is expected to carry a limited antitrust exemption regarding players' eligibility and transfer rules. The legal shields that would let the industry write its own rules and enforce them without being challenged in the court system. So everybody can't take nobody to court. But whatever else is in this bill is largely remain mystery. The bill will address player movement and transfer portal and eligibility windows, legally limiting players' movement. I don't like that. I don't like that. As few as one transfer for career. I don't like that. Sources said the upcoming bill would also impose a hard enforceable salary cap. I mentioned that. But you know, when I saw them people talking about this bill, where were the players? Sonya, hey baby, where's the players? Where's the players? Did they consult any players in this? And ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna switch the roles again because I got to tell you something. Because people been messing with me. Y'all, I told y'all, Sonya, I love the Knicks. I love their fans. They're obnoxious, but yo, that Madison Square Garden be selling out even when the Knicks were losing, son. Son. Man, I wish I could play my song. I wish I could play my song. Hold on. I'm going to play it in the background. I wish I could play my song. Y'all know, I ever tell y'all about, I like Frankie Sinatra because I heard a lot of things he did. Telling them like, hey, if he can't play in here, I ain't playing in here. Ain't nobody gonna play in it. I kind of like it, right? Okay. Okay. I like old Frank. Let's see. Let me see. Let me see. Hey, here you go. Whoa. There you go. Hold on. Can y'all hear it? Spreading the news. Hey, y'all. I like Frankie. I wish I could play it, but they gonna flag by it. Start spreading the news. New York Knicks, listen to me, y'all, are not the JV team no more. They not the JV no more. They are, in fact, boy, got this from somebody. They are, in fact, Eric Harris, start spreading the news. Man, I wish I could sing. Boy, it'll be over for y'all. She said 3 of them from Villanova. Look at my son. Look at my son. Son, you watch this. This just for you, son. Hold on. Where did I put that thing yesterday? Son, it's just for you, son. Son, I had that cooled up just for you. Sonya said, 3 of them from Villanova. I had it already cool. Yeah, hey, I know y'all thought we set this up. No, Sonya, I got you. I got you back. But watch this, y'all. Hold on. New York, New York. Y'all know I love the city that can't never sleep. Y'all know I spent a lot of time up there for 4 years. My baby was up there. Every time I go to see him, I stop off in the Apple. The city's so nice, they named it twice. New York, New York. I've been in the same place as Jay Wright, but I've never shook his hand. Been in the same place, never shook his hand. Could have, but shit, he better want to come meet me. That's what you should have been asking. Have Jay Wright ever met me? Hold up, y'all. I told y'all we got to start sending ourselves. You should have said, man, have Jay Wright ever had the pleasure of meeting you, Mr. Hatter? Shit. All he did is coach the basketball team. But y'all know, I just start spreading the news. But the fact they are, in fact, the New York Knicks. They kind of been on a heater that historically only the very greatest teams and very greatest players have ever matched. And they absolutely can win the title in the next couple of weeks. Let me lay this thing out for you. I'm going to lay this thing where even king sticks ought to be able to see it. Hold up. Even Darryl Barnes, he just got in the house. We talking about the New York Knicks. I didn't even play the theme song already. Watch this. Boy, they're going to flag the hell out of me. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm finna lay it out for you. The Knicks are the 5th team, Sonya. You finna be the smartest woman in the nail shop. You get in there when you get your nails done, them girls, y'all know anything about them Knicks. You get your nails in the bowl and get your feet done. Say, y'all know anything about these Knicks. You getting your hair done, y'all, and shake your hair. Say, y'all know anything about these Knicks. Sonya, tell them, They are the 15 ever to win 11 straight playoff games in a single year. And the others featured in this chronological order, because everybody gonna say, who are the other teams? Magic and Kareem, the Lakers. Duncan and Robinson with the Spurs. Shaq and Kobe with the Lakers. Steph and KD with the Warriors. Do me a favor. Just digest that for a moment. I'm longing to stray. Just digest that while I listen to Frankie. That's the entire list. Among those, the 2016 Warriors had the best point differential. They entered the finals outscoring their opponents by 196 points. Stephanie. These Knicks are a plus 271 in the playoffs. That's 75 points better than a team that was so good. People said that they were ruining the sport. They were ruining the sport. Ruining the sport. Y'all remember? It ain't fun no more. Frank was on here. It wasn't fun. Stephen Curry, they just whipping everybody. Oh, the league is done. Y'all already know that already. Now, guess what they say, Sonya? Sonya, this is what you hit the girl. This is what you hit them in the mail shop. Because one of them might ask you, Sonya, they said, man, what? But Sonya, this path was easy. This path to the finals was easy. Somebody might catch you in the barbershop, Eric and Frank. This path was easy, man. So let's talk about easy paths. Did you know that none of the last 3 NBA champions have ever faced a seed higher than the 4th? I don't think you did. Last year, OKC, they played the 8th, the 4th, the 6th, and the 4th in the championship, in the finals. The year before, Boston played the 8th, the 4th, the 6th, and the 5th. Before that, Denver, they played the 8th, the 4th, the 7th, and the 8th. The point is this is nothing new, Sonya. So, Sonya, when you sit back in your chair and you whoop your hair back, say, let's start talking about that. Let's stop talking about that. Give me something else. And finally, Sonya, there is this enormous advantage about what rests, being able to rest. Belinda, by the time the finals start, the Knicks will have played 4 games in 23 days. There are only 3 prior teams to have that profile since the playoffs has been extended, son. Sonny, they're gonna be, even the nail text, the lady, they can't understand what you're saying. Be talking about, they're gonna be talking about, they're gonna be looking at you like this. Wait a minute, 2017 Warriors, 2001 Lakers, and the 99 Spurs. All of them won the finals in 5 games because they had all that rest. So whether you love or you loathe the New York or their teams, just be aware of this Knicks team. They are not lucky, Sonya. They're not a fluke. They're not a JV. They are right now playing better than any team ever. And then in about 2 weeks, they might absolutely win the whole thing. So, David, New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that never sleeps. Y'all know what? I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you what. Listen. You wake up in Houston. You wake up in Houston, right? 3 o'clock in the morning. Your ass ain't going nowhere. Ain't nowhere to go. What? Sonya, you can wake up 3 o'clock. Y'all, son, you know what I love about New York? I'm gonna tell you it's crazy. I went to my partner's party. I got there. My flight was delayed. I got there, the party, everybody at the party. Nobody would come pick me up. Uber, I got an Uber to the party. I had my luggage. Ladies and gentlemen, I walked in the club. It was a club. Walked in the club. They said, Mr. Hatter, we're waiting, or we've been waiting on you. Give me your luggage. We're going to check it back here. Yo, they check for luggage at the club. Who does that? Who does that? This last year. That you remember that this, and then I went to the golf tournament up there and won this big old TV and couldn't bring the TV back with me because I tried to ship it. They talking about $500 to ship it. I said, hell no. Then I realized they told me later when I got to the airport I could have brought it on as some luggage. So I just gave it away. My son said, I got too many TVs there. I ain't no way I can put this big ass TV. I just gave it away. But let me keep going. Sonya said, she got an appointment tomorrow. They just don't know. She got her interpreter in her ear. Hold on. I love that. That man said, speaking of greatness, did anybody see the graphic NBC had up before the game in reference to the 5 greatest New York Knicks of all time? They put Marbury, Melo, let me put that on the screen. Ewing and Bernard King. Y'all got to realize, Darryl Bond, you can't. This what I love. When y'all say stuff like this, let me get you off of that, Eric. Okay. Speaking of greatness, did anyone see the graphic NBC had? Okay, that's their choice. All of this stuff is subjective. So you said no Larry Johnson, no John Stark, hell no. No Allen Houston, hell no. No Chaco, hell no. In the fight, hell no. No. I wouldn't put down one of them in front of them 5. No, sir. Now, Walt Clyde Frazier, I put him over Marbury. But them other guys, oh, hell no. Walt Clyde, I'd have to put him over. I put him over Marbury or Melo. But Bernard King, I ain't putting nobody. Listen, I ain't never seen this before. That man, when I was going to all the Houston Rockets games, that man came to Dallas first, gave him 50, went to San Antonio, gave him 50, and gave, I think, Rodney McCray 48 or 49. Rodney McCray told me, well, he ain't had no 50 on me. He had 49. Who you gonna take out, Derek Hope? See, y'all always remember when people having these discussions with you, all you have to do is ask them, who you gonna take out? What did I do? I immediately took somebody out. Let me put that back up there. I immediately took somebody out. I leave Larry Johnson ass off of that. Who you gonna put like? I'm not putting him in front of Ewing. I'm not putting him in front of Bernard King. I'm not putting him in front of Brunson, especially big body Brunson. Get them to this thing. A man said, well, Willis Reed, where is he? Who you gonna take out? Who you gonna take out? Marbury ass can go. I don't know why he in there. Melo ass can go. You talking taking Brunson off the list? Ladies and gentlemen, that man almost made me go get my firearm. This man said, take Brunson off the list. Everybody can't be on the list. Always remember, you have to take somebody else. That man said, I'm taking Marbury and Brunson off the list to put who? I put Clyde, one of them, but not no damn Larry Johnson. What the hell Larry Johnson do? Now, Earl Pearl, he was better at the Baltimore Bullets. When he got to the Knicks, him or Clyde, we can't take. I go with Clyde and Earl. But Earl was magic. They called him Black Magic. You're right. Now I go with Earl, but I had to take somebody out. Melo and Bronson can go on by their damn business. I mean, no, excuse me. Melo and Marbury can go on by their business. But I'm keeping big. I didn't think this little old guy could take these guys this far. I just didn't. I agreed when Nico traded his ass because they didn't want to pay him all that money. I believe they could have got him on. They could have got him earlier on a better deal. But Nico and them waited too. Then him and Mark Cuban's stupid ass, they waited too long and got him on. And the kid's value went up. I can't take Brunson off the list, man. New York was terrible till Brunson came, man. Man, did y'all see that tick? Hold up. Hold up. Let me give y'all some. I saw them Knicks. Hold up. Let me find some Knicks. Boy, I love these cameras. I love these cameras. Watch it. Hold up. That ain't it. Jalen Brunson is the first player to ever win in history to win. Hold on. The NBA Cup and the conference finals. I don't think grandmama and them, he ain't won no goddamn conference final MVP. Hold up. Let me keep going. I had some on the Knicks, man. I done hid it from myself. I had some on them Knicks. Hold on. Hold on. Come on now, don't do me like that. I had some on them Knicks. Man, when they got Brunson, shout out to Leon Rose again. I had some Watch this. Watch it. Hold on. Watch this. It's been 53 years since they last won it all. 5 more wins. These New York Knicks can call themselves NBA champions. It's been 53 years since they last won. 27 years since they last stepped on the stage. Listen, an entire legion of greats have passed through with no ring to show for it. Bernard King, Patrick Ewing, John Starks, Larry Johnson, Allen Houston, all these, Latrell Sprewell, Stephon Marbury, Jamal Crawford, Amari Stoudemire, Carmelo Anthony. The list goes on. They got 5 more wins. But this little boy, this little dude, and he's so ball-centric. He wears down. And he had a coach that said, I ain't finna let you wear yourself down. When the Knicks, that is Moody, when the Knicks were down in the Hawks series, they made that little alteration that wasn't so little. Me and that is Moody, you said, I said, who, y'all remember? They said, let's make Karl Anthony Towns have the ball in his hand. The Knicks said, so Bronson can give him a rest off the ball. So the team is not so Jalen Brunson. Hold up. That's the thing about greatness. When you give up of yourself for the betterment of the team, Darryl Bonds, his usage rate, he's a smaller player. He loves to pound and beat the air out the damn ball. He likes being by himself. He is great like that. He's not a great defender. Teams can target him. Teams can wear him down. But since the Knicks made that alteration there where he's off the ball, they are averaging 122 points a game, and they 11-0. Y'all remember the energy he had late in the game when y'all say he was torching the hell out of Harden? Because he didn't have the ball in his hand so much. I'm watching this dude, man. Mike Brown, you're a bad man, man. You're a bad man. See, the sign of a great player is you make other players around you better. Landry Shamet been playing. Mikal Bridges, that's his homeboy, who he gave up a lot of money for them to sign him. He balling. Y'all, I used to tear Cat's head off. I can't even talk about Cat because of this boy. OG Anunoby. Yeah, right? But this Captain Clutch, man, and you want to take him off the list? You want to take him off the list? No, Clyde wasn't the first guy with a shoe deal, man. Was he not? Go look it up. Go find out who was the NBA player who had the first shoe deal. I'm just thinking about this dude, Jalen Brunson. And y'all want to. I'll be listening. Y'all don't be getting this thing right. Bronson had. Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I said, get rid of his ass, man. Because him and Luka, they was both of them couldn't handle the ball. He was young then. He wanted the ball. Luka wanted the ball. That was a bad mix. So I understand Dallas a little bit. Let me see what else I had for y'all on Women Rock Wins. Oh, I want to show y'all this people talked about. Oh, I didn't give y'all this, did I? Watch it.
It's an awful idea.
And for what? To go all in hopes of signing Jalen Brunson?
And I worry that they're gonna look at Jalen Brunson and they're like, wait, we spent $27 million a year on this?
And by the way, he's not a 1. I'm not even sure he's a real 2.
The saddest sweepstakes ever. The Jalen Brunson sweepstakes. Is Jalen Brunson one of the 10 best point guards in basketball? Maybe he's 10.
I don't think he's top 10. I mean, he might not be top 14.
I don't think this is a move that puts them into playoff contention.
It's got to be something in addition to Jalen Brunson.
He's not going to be the type of player that elevates them into contender status.
But, I mean, do we think Brunson is a guy that is going to bring them to a second-round playoff series? He's not.
I don't love the Jalen Brunson signing. I think it's too much money. And I think if anybody screams potential bust in this class, to me, it's Jalen Brunson going with it.
Sonya!
I'm not done, Sonya. Hold on. Watch this, Sonya.
Listen, the Knicks are so desperate to be relevant that you can't kill them. But Jalen Brunson's a nice player, and I know he played great against Utah, and I know he averaged 60, but it's still Doncic's team. I mean, he's going to make them that much better. They're going to move heaven and earth and give him $110 million, bring the father in and everything else to go out there and to make Brunson the sort of the poster boy of the franchise. I mean, I know they probably feel they have to do it. They charge $1 million for those seats, and it's 19,000 of them they got to fill every day, and it's New York City and it's Broadway, need to be, talked about. But, I mean, do we think Brunson is a guy that is going to bring them to a second-round playoff series? He's not. So I understand it. Yeah. I'm not sure. I mean, he's not like, if he was a transitional, big-time alpha dog player who could be a big piece to a championship, you can see it. He's not that. Listen.
That man said it was 2022. He has had 4 years to bake. Well, who else done baked like this in 4 years? Give me somebody else done baked like this. I love you cynics. Y'all let me, I'm not talking to myself. This dude here put this on the screen. That was 2000. He had 4 seasons. Well, who else done baked like that? Who else done baked like that? Who else done had 4 years to bake like that? The man been baking the whole time. He just had somebody that, Becky Hammond, she told him, she drug him. But she said, still prove me. She still done double down on it. All I want from Darryl Barnes, who else done had 4 years? Everybody done had 4 years to bake. But he's shaking and baking right now. That was 2024. He was balling in 2022. He was balling in 2023. He was balling in 2024. He was balling in 2025. He been balling. He been waiting on them other people to catch up. I'm going to be true. I didn't know he was going to be this good. He made other people better. We ain't talking about Wemby. We talking about a little old bit-ass guard. Wemby, we ain't talking, well, don't even talk about Wemby. Wemby ain't had 4 years to bake. Come on now, you're talking like you've been drinking over there. But let me keep going. What was that? Hold up, I had something else. I didn't play this week. Hold up. I shouldn't have to pay Becky. Becky tore his head off. I can play Becky.
Into that tier. The top tier that includes Philadelphia, that includes Boston, that includes the Milwaukee Bucks. So how stuck do you think the Knicks are here in the Eastern Conference?
Well, I certainly agree with you. They're not getting into that tier. They don't have enough personnel. They don't have the manpower that they need to hang with those guys. I think you're going to get a consistent team like they've been. They're a pretty good team. They're well coached. They're going to be on their defensive game. But at the end of the day, they don't have a dude. You got to have a dude. You got to have a 1A dude. And they're missing that at the end of the day if we're just getting down to brass taxes. Sorry.
I didn't want to disagree with Becky today, but they do have that dude.
Who?
Jalen Brunson.
No, he's too small.
But here's the thing, and that's
Didn't they say about you?
But you know what?
Say that about you. You're a Hall of
you know
Famer.
what?
I got a philosophy.
But-
Can I say my philosophy?
Go ahead.
If your best player is small, you're not winning. John Stockton, Allen Iverson, Steve Nash, you could go down the list. Steph Curry. Only
But he's not that small. He's like 6'3".
But also, though, I mean, he's the greatest shooter to ever walk the planet. He's in an outlier. Okay.
She
But
is
see,
right. History says
into that.
Y'all hear what they say about my young fella? Hold on. Let me repeat that. Did y'all hear what they say about Steph? Hold on, y'all. Y'all, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Into that tier.
You're a Hall of
But you know
Famer.
what?
On the list. Steph Curry. Is the only.
But he's not that small. He's not that small. He's like 6'3".
But also, though, I mean, he's the small. You're not winning. John Stockton.
Say it again,
Allen
baby.
Iverson, Steve
Say it
Nash,
one more time
you
for me.
could go down the list. Steph Curry. Is the only.
But he's not that small. He's not that small. He's like.
I love Steph Curry. I'm sorry. I know I'm talking about Jalen Brunson, but Big Body Brunson right now. But when they mention, they say you got the whole. We can't even talk about him. See, y'all forget Isaiah. Isaiah Thomas won 2 of them too now. He was the best player on their team too. Yeah, y'all can't leave him out. That's my other. Till he starts saying all these crazy ass stuff against Michael Jordan. Let it go, bro. But you were my hero. Isaiah Thomas was Robert Hatter's hero. Robert Hatter, yes. Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Lord Thomas from Chicago, went to Indiana. Detroit Pistons. That Isaiah Thomas. Zeke, the freak. Back to this, our regular scheduled program. I'm having fun. Y'all something else. Bronson has been a winner throughout his career. Yep, the Houston Hoops got him. Yeah, I love Becky. Shaking and baking, bro. Hold on. He was the best of all the, but he is doing, he just doing something now, man. I mean, I got to, y'all, I admit that I didn't think it. So I'm proud that I'm not one of them kind that said, you know how people hate on dudes when they be good? I didn't know he was gonna be this good, man. He fooled old Rob. Yeah, he fooled Rob. He fooled Rob. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Shout out to that kid, man. Let me see that I have. Oh, yo, I meant to tell y'all this. Did y'all notice this? Did y'all notice this right here? Y'all watch this. Y'all got to watch this close. Let's see which one I'm gonna play first. Let's go here. That ain't the one. I want to play this one first. This when they won the championship the other day. Watch what he do to Josh Hart. Watch this. Go.
Jalen, the last time the Knicks went
watch
to the
it. You see what happened? Y'all watch this? Watch, he said, man, get your, watch this, y'all. Y'all might have missed it. Get away. Get away from me.
Jalen, the last time the Knicks
with a little nasty
went to the
Y'all know why he did that? Carry on. This why he did that. Watch this. This at the NBA Cup, the Commissioner's Cup. Watch Josh Hart grab this man in his behind. Watch this. Watch Josh Hart. You see how he goosed him down there? Jalen looked like he finna beat it. Y'all see that? I'm gonna show it again in a minute because y'all didn't see that. That man said, go, get your little nasty ass way over here by me. You look fat, you look whatever. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that word, apologize. He said, we've been watching him since the 5th grade. Did y'all understand what happened? Let's go again. Let me show it again. This the Eastern Conference Finals, they just won.
Jalen, come on over.
And he immediately said, get away. Get your little go wash your hands. Get your little nasty ass way more here.
Jalen, the last time the Knicks went to the NBA.
Right? So this time, that was the other day. But he did that because the man goosed him. I'm going to push pause. Y'all watch it. Got his hand on his back. Got his hand on his back. Pushed his hand down to the man's buttocks. Goosed the man in the buttocks. Dude said, man, get your hand off my behind, bruh. Then he looking all ignorant like he didn't do it. Then he finna hit him in his mouth. Then they show it close up. He goosed the man in the butt with a little net. And they got away from that. I wonder what he told that boy. I hope they weren't roommates in college. Sonya, you didn't catch that, did you, Sonya? Only on the Chop Shop, y'all. Only on the Chop Shop, Eric. That is only Carrie Holmes. Did anybody catch that? See, now y'all got something. Y'all can splice this out. Yes! Sonya. He goosed that boy. Man, these modern day athletes, I don't know what the hell wrong with them, Sonya. I don't know. I don't know what the hell wrong with them. Your hand. Did y'all see that? But hey, happy Women Rock Wednesday. Shout out to Naomi Osaka. Thank y'all for helping me get through this today. Before we go off, I want to hit my man Joe one more time, man. Because I don't never want y'all to say, but Robert, I didn't know the number.
Yeah, so 713 call Joe. If you been into Joe Steven Law Firm. 713 call Joe. Car wreck, truck wreck, let Joe confirm. 713 call Joe. Need a pro on the K, let Joe take over.
What's up, Houston? This is attorney Joe Stevens. I'm a former Houston Rocket with over 20 years of experience in the insurance industry and a decade of experience in the courtroom. I know how insurance companies operate, and I know how to fight back.
713 call Joe. 713 call Joe.
Ivan Reed, you right. I don't know what the hell wrong with Josh Hart. And y'all let little fingernails was shooting the piss out that ball last night. If y'all don't know who Fingernails is, the little kid played for OKC. What's the kid's name? I called him man Fingernails. Robert, I need to be ashamed of myself. I know his name too, man, because some friends of mine know his family. I call him Fingernails. Hold up. Fingernails. What the kid name? I know his name too. Somebody gonna put it up there before I get it. What's Fingernails' name? Fingernails' name. What's Fingernails' name? Oh, he started. Jared McClain. Hey, that boy there was the last straw to get your boy Daryl Morey fired. Y'all, he was traded from Philly, and they didn't get nothing for him, really. No player, no nothing. And now he balling for OKC. They ran Daryl Morey out of there. Yeah, Daryl, I'm glad you said it. I couldn't say it, but that's different, y'all. But yeah, I can't wait till tomorrow. But women rock Wednesday. Women, you rock all over the world. Next time, women, let's bring some women. Let's have some women next week. Ivan Reed, make sure next Wednesday, I want women flooding this place. We got to get it back like it used to. I miss Mindy. I miss all the women. I just miss them. I miss them. But we out of here, and I see y'all on tomorrow. Let me hit that button. Let me find my button. Okay, there it is. I'm out.